everybody. Welcome to this session. Today we have Namita, who is basically an entrepreneur, and she's donned many hats today. And before we go ahead with today's session, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Samita, and I'm the Vice President of WEE of CIMSME. And welcome to Business Women in Business interviews today. So Namita, hi, welcome.
Hello, hi.
Do you want to say hi? So tell us about yourself before we start this
Yes,
session.
I'm an entrepreneur and I belong to basically from Orissa. I have been settled in Hyderabad from past 15 years. I've started my career in 2005, and from corporate I have tried all the different kind of segment of business. After that, after working from corporate, I always wanted to do something for my own self, and that courage I got after working in a corporate. I shifted to grooming industry, and I became an entrepreneur. Then I became a coach. Then I became I started my own business. Also, me and my husband, we both take care of our own business. I also have another vertical to I am a personal growth coach, and I have an academy where I teach young people how to be great at their career, at their business, and achieve their success. So that's what a little bit about me, and I'm just really thriving and growing in my field, and I just loving it. And it's great to be a part of CIMSME because I got to know so many people who are really working towards, empowering women. Because I know how much I went through to be here, so I don't want to, the younger generations like my child to go through all those struggles. I want them to give out, equal space in this world. So that's what I work.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And you inspire me so much, by the way.
Wonderful. That is, we inspire each other,
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Very true.
Yeah. So you mentioned you started a grooming academy.
Yes.
And what led you to maybe think about even going in that direction?
Yes, when I was very young, actually I was the first child, and we are five siblings, and we all are girls. And we used to treat it as like burdens, we're liabilities. So we are not assets. So from very young age, that is settled down in my mind. I wanted to do something on my own. So when the opportunity came to me, so I thought, why not to start doing this? And the confidence, you build the confidence while you are grooming your own self and growing personally. That can take you to a higher level. Only education cannot do that. People can be very educated, but if they do not work on personal growth, their own self, that cannot take them to anywhere. That's what I realized, because I was a very shy kid, very shy kid. So I felt in many places just because I was not communicative enough. So that made me thought of going into the grooming field and making some changes within myself. When I felt that confidence within me, I thought I can do it. Spread this to numerous of the girls who are actually struggling with the same problem.
Right. But would you say that problem is across both genders and not just specific to women?
There is it used to be more specific to women, but now I think women are more advanced. They have get out of those stigma of staying beautiful, just looking good, to be what they are actually. But now the younger generation, if you see, they more face this comparison, all this self assessment, and these problems that push them into depression, and their life just goes through a lot of chaos just because of that.
True,
You can
true.
see, everywhere, people are on Insta, they follow that, and they just think this is life, but that's not life. That's not
True.
practical life. That's
Yeah,
just a moment.
correct, correct. So in your grooming institute, what's the kind of numbers you've been seeing ever since you started? The kind of growth trends in terms of the intakes.
Okay, in the starting, it was just very few, and it's really, I have struggled a lot.
Right,
Then I got to shut it down
right.
because for my personal issues. But later on, there is, everybody has that, burning desire to do something, and I was always that person, and nothing can stop me if I think of doing something. I took a break because of my daughter, because I was pregnant, so I took a good 3 years of gap. Then later on, I come back and I started online. So now it's just not grooming;
Right,
it is all about growing personally,
right.
working deeper through your mindset, your belief systems, and going deeper what exactly the problem they are having, so that we can work on much deeper level.
Holistic
Superficial
development.
level, yes, doesn't work. Just looking good, just putting on makeup doesn't work.
True, true. What aspects do you cover when you talk about holistic development for a person?
Yes. First thing, how our childhood mainly has a greater impact throughout our life. So
Mhm.
what kind of childhood they have, what kind of treatment they actually had in their early stage of life, that leaves a blueprint on our life. I mean, it leads our whole life. Like me, for me, I am independent because I am somewhere, neglected, not by my parents, but all people around me, by the
Mhm.
society, by the relatives.
Mhm.
So that made me the person that I want to prove myself. So that fire came from there. So for everyone, there's something which where they are struck. So we need to find out that. And after that, we got to work on their belief system and mindset, how they work.
Right,
And then
right.
comes their working on themselves, how much they wanted to work on themselves. That is most important part. Whether they're, you might be having a great mentor, world's best mentor, but
Mhm.
you cannot do anything if you are not ready to take the action which needed to see the change in your life.
Yeah,
Nothing
true.
can. I saw both kind of person. Like,
Mhm.
you give, show them the problem, here's the problem, here is the solution, they'll go for it, start
Mhm.
working. And some people, they'll victimize themselves and don't, they will be lingering in that problem, and they will be struggling in that.
Right.
So yes.
So what could you maybe say that majority of this starts from a psychological point of view?
Yes, absolutely.
How
And
did
it's
you come
from,
about? Yeah,
it starts from very early age,
right,
either from the 2 to 5, or when they are teen, in the
right,
starting
right,
teenage, or by the time we reach 30s, it became our habit. It became so much us.
right,
I mean, I am an angry person. I am an irritated person. That became my personality.
right.
Now changing that, it is hard, but changing that in the early age, who is like a 12-year-old a girl, or my
Mhm.
girl, she is just 7. So that is very very easy.
Right.
Yes.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely. How did you come up with the methodology? Because I understand that this is a very meticulous procedure where you have to put in place for each and every person. It's going to be different.
It's
Every
going to be
client of yours
different.
would show different traits, like
Yeah.
you said. So
So yes, there are different, not everything work for everyone.
right,
So there are some people you have to work in group,
Right.
So for some people have to group work as individual coaching. So that's how we have to differentiate what the person needed,
Mhm.
what exactly they're looking for, and how we can pull out that,
Right.
yes, that quality from that person and show that this is what you are lacking and this is what you are needing.
Right.
So maybe sometimes it happens, with people when doing one-to-one coaching because they are more comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it is with group, because you don't know the other people. You are
Right.
will be very much open, you'll say all your problem. Just
Yeah.
imagine you met somebody in a parking area, you just start talking about it, you said your problem also, you don't
Yeah.
care because that person is going to judge you or
Right.
not, it's
Right.
not your problem. So it
True. True.
happens like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So how do you balance your work? You just told me that you took a break when you had your daughter, and after that, for you to get back to where you paused would have been such a
Yes.
big task.
Yeah, it was a big task because while I was in break, I actually slipped into depression, and
Oh.
I felt that I am just losing my own self. This is
Mm-hmm.
not me. I was working my whole life
Mm-hmm.
after my graduation. I'm an economic graduate. Once I completed that, I've started working immediately. I
Yeah.
didn't think of, okay, I will start working when I'll get the job here. I thought, let me get the experience.
Right.
So like that I have started. So whole my life I have worked. So when I took 3 years of straight at home taking care of my daughter, nobody's around, my husband goes in the morning 9:30, comes
Mm-hmm.
in the night 9, and it was
Hmm.
really, I don't know, I just got slipped into depression. I was losing my own self. I felt that I am missing my own self. This is not me. I
Yeah.
am the funniest, happiest person, but I used to be very irritated.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, like this, I cannot live my life. So I have started, changing my habits. I started reading, working, and I schedule myself,
Right.
prioritize things. Till that
Yes.
time, it was just going 3 years, just going by behind my daughter. Because
Mm-hmm.
after that, when I felt I'm losing everything just because of my own interest, so I thought, let me serve myself first, then I'll do everything.
Right.
Then I start taking interest my husband business. Then I have started working on my own first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have polished my own skills. I have started working on communication, everything that helped me to, I had no idea about the market. It's been
Right.
3 years and market is just changing like this.
Correct.
And I was just blank. I joined BNI. I started communicating with a different group of people so that I'll get to know what exactly is going on. I have
Right.
done that for 1 year. Then
Mm-hmm.
I got good business for my
Right.
husband.
Yeah.
Yes. And we started working. I was not very actively working, but yes, I was
Right. You
connected.
were involved.
Yes, very much involved. So after that, when I saw that, yes, now I can start something of myself. Then I started working on coaching, on personal growth coaching and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
training. So the my funda is there is no balance. Life is like, every time it is a chaos. uh,
Yeah.
but the problem is how you are, the solution is how you are thinking about it,
Correct.
how you are taking your problem. Now I have an issue, but I don't want to sit and cry. Just find out a solution or let go of it. That's what that is my way. So prioritize thing. It will work. All if it is not working, then that is okay. There will be a, next some or other window we can work it out. So
Right.
I work it like that. And I made
Yeah.
my daughter so independent that she will not depend on me for everything. So that is another part which is much more helpful for me.
Yeah. That's really inspiring. Very inspiring.
Thank you so much.
So I'm pretty sure you're a great multitasker since you've been involved in so many different activities.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you prioritize what is to be done on a day-to-day basis?
So what happens is when let's see, today I do not have any work. So I just do not, there is nothing to do. I just sit, read, or create some content. Or else, if I know I have to start working on some, some of the project from tomorrow. I have to create something every day.
Yeah.
So what I do is I prioritize my time. Morning time is for home. So after 9:30, my daughter sit for the, classes.
Right.
That is my time. I take care of I get up early so that I can do meditation.
Yeah.
That just keeps me sane all the time. The best
Yeah.
practice I have developed from the time I had that depression problem,
Right. Right.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, I see that that is my time to work. And once she'll be done, then I just give some time to her. Then evening time again, it is my time to work. So I just prioritize what in a day what I have to do. What is the three things I have to do, which is very, very important. Leave every other thing. I have to complete that three thing. Then I'll go to fourth thing.
Right.
If I'm not completing that, then okay, if something can be postponed, then that is okay. I can do that.
Right.
So first most prioritize thing, then second prioritize, and third which one is higher prioritized thing.
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
do that first.
And that changes from every day to every day, right?
Yes, that keeps on changing.
Yeah.
That keeps on changing because as a mother, you have so many roles. Sometimes and many times you have to be early morning cook also because
Right.
somebody will be absent
Yeah.
and you have to do the job. And that is
Yeah.
very painful, I know, but we have to do it.
Yeah.
So there is no excuses. We have to do this, but thank God my family is much more, very much understanding. It never
Supportive.
used to that understanding, but now they are very much
Yeah. Yeah.
understanding. So while they're seeing me that I'm so much serious about working, so
Right.
now the timing and everything is getting settled. So it is
That's
it is a
wonderful.
process. You have to keep working. There is nothing like
Absolutely.
A B C D and you are done.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
never
For sure.
happened in your life. I mean,
Yeah.
it never happened in my life. So
Yeah. That's true. That's
yes.
true. What was the biggest mistake that you probably did?
There is many mistakes, lot of. I made mistakes and mistakes, lot of. But when I see those mistakes, I laugh on them, and I just see what is the wisdom behind it, what I
Yeah.
learned from it.
The
Let it be
takeaway.
in business, let it be in personal life. We let it be in my husband wife fight or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do so many, we cry over many things, but later on when we realize, when I think, oh my god, there is nothing to cry, this is just a lesson. And when I understood this part, my life completely changed. And
Right.
I think this is what we need to understand. So when we say problems are absolutely nothing. It is just your set of mind. Yes, I know there will be, financially you'll be in problem, this, that, but you're not going to die. I'm sure about that. Whatever the problem is, I'm not going to die. So till
Yeah.
the time I'm healthy, I'm alive, I am going to thrive. So
Yeah.
that's what I believe in.
That's a great spirit. That's
Yes.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who inspires you the most?
Uh, the first one who inspired me to be in business, I would say, that's my father because he was a small businessman. We are five sisters, and those days girls are treated like, oh my God, shadi karni hai, so you need to save and all those things.
Right.
And even people, I saw most of my, school, friends, they get married
Mhm.
very soon. But my father, he gave us that free hand. Do whatever you want to do.
Right.
I got married at 27. There was no pressure on me. So
Mhm.
in that way, I am blessed. I am blessed, and he is still working, still active. He's
Right.
65 and still working.
Wow.
So I got my inspiration from actually them, my
Okay.
parents.
Right.
first.
Right.
And there is another, my mentors have many mentors, you can say. Siddharth Rasekar, I follow many. But the first one, if you say, when I go home and see him, he's always like childlike. Now also, you're very excited for every small thing. So
Yeah.
life has to be like that.
Correct.
If that excitement goes, then nothing left. But
Yeah.
what happens right now, because of pressure and all, we lose that thing. So that's why I have decided in my life, whatever I
Mhm.
do, I have to be happy. Next,
Absolutely.
everything comes next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Your happiness is your priority.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody can make you happy.
Yeah. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
when you first started, although grooming in a sense, I think when you had started was still not picked up in the way that it's marketed today.
Yes.
So how did you establish your academy and your credibility as somebody who's great at what you do?
I worked with good VLCC and Lakme closely to understand actually what they do. So then my husband and me came up with a plan to, build a grooming industry, because it was growing that time. It was just
Right.
starting.
Right.
But yes, but so we planned it, and of course there are so many fear whether it will work or not. But what I thought is, let's give it a chance. If it is working, if I am working and I am, many like 4 5 girls are working with me, there is a training, many students are coming for the training, it would be great. So everybody, those days, in 2009, there is, I think, hardly people were going for the grooming classes.
Right.
How they have to maintain themselves, how they have to go for an interview, how they
Yeah.
have to go for a party, and how to get dressed. So those things are very much, it was not something that everybody go to get a class for. But those days I felt that need, because the clothing business was growing, but why not this then?
Right.
So from there, I got an inspiration. Why not to start with this, where the people see everything start from within. But what if I am going out to an interview, but I am not properly dressed,
Mm-hmm.
right? That is the basic minimum thing I have to do.
Yeah.
So there is many things on how to work, how to talk. Those things are very very important. And when I go to classes still, I go to different I mean colleges, not colleges, institutions. They don't even know how to introduce themselves, and that
Right.
though they are very great with their education, but they lack this part. So if that bridge can be, we can give them that access, that this is what you have to do. We have to train a little bit, because girls are and boys are very smart nowadays, so they'll just get it like this. So if they will get that, then they will be much more confident,
Right.
much more presentable. They will be not feeling that, they'll not self assassin them, with those, comparison and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
They will be feeling more fulfilled. So my vision was that it was not just looking good,
Right.
but what you are within, pull out and show it to the world what you are.
Right.
Yes.
What do
So
you think
those
is the
time it was not even people are not in those that are interested to come. But after 3 4 years, I see. I mean, now it is like booming. But
yeah.
after 3 4 years, yes, it started booming, and
Right.
there is
Right.
no question about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I think with the rise of corporatization, it's
Corporate,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, it started booming as well. I think most corporates also tie up with a lot of polishing and finishing schools.
yes.
So what kind of collaborations have you done in that regard?
I worked with Panache, the
Okay.
finishing school.
Right.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
Yes, we do the
That's a
same
very big
work.
name.
Yes, they work with the same and different hotels and different service industries around, like you can say, mostly into the corporate and service industries we work with. And yes, they look for the same thing, like they give the uniform and everything, but how a person is going to show herself or himself, and
Right.
how is or she is going to communicate, and that is the hard part, to break the ice, to make them feel what they have to do. So
Yeah.
those are the process which is important, which is a it is a practice. They have to do it every day, and we
Yeah.
make them do. So yeah, so that they will be, because they work with big brands, so they have big names, so they have to go for all these sessions to polish themselves time and
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Was there a time where you were not ready to collaborate with somebody who'd approached you?
Yes, many times.
Yeah.
Many times, because people come to you with many kind of intention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some people will get they feel like, okay, you are accessible. They wanted to, they have some other, I got many, but
Right.
I have I don't work for just money.
Right.
I have my reputation, and when I feel this is not serving my purpose, I just stay away, and I am
Yeah.
very good at saying no.
Yeah. That's a great
I
quality,
learned it
actually.
through the process,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah. I'm
I
sure.
have to say no,
Yeah.
because if you say yes to the wrong person, I saw that's going to kill your time, and your time is
Right.
important.
Right.
That's what is important for me. So why I'm not, if I'm, it is not solving my purpose, why
Mm-hmm.
I will leave uh, my family and go
Right.
out and work, rather than I would love to stay and chill out with my children.
Right. Absolutely. Your
Yes.
time is very valuable,
Yes,
and they
you
should
have to
understand that as well.
prioritize it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
So, what would your advice to somebody who wants to start a business be? Not just in your domain, but in general.
Okay. In general, I would say you can be anywhere, but you have
Right.
unlimited potential.
Right.
Because when I was young, I didn't know I will reach here, because I was shy even to approach someone. If I can do, then everyone can do it. The first
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
The first advice everyone can do, and you have unlimited potential. You just have to explore it, and for that, you have to take risks. Experience, go work and experience it. Do not wait for something to happen. Nothing is going to fall. Opportunity is not going to fall in your lap and say, come, work with me. No,
Yeah.
you have to start experiencing different kind of
Hmm.
work. Whatever your passion is or you love to do, doesn't matter, start doing it.
Yeah.
And while doing that, you are going to explore what you love more and what is your vision.
Hmm.
It doesn't, it is a journey, and it's not going to come to you in 1 day or 2 days. It
Right.
takes time, but your time is going to worth when you realize where you wanted to go, and you have a clear vision of your life.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then everything else will be more meaningful. All your struggle, all your tears and sweat and everything you have worked for, it will
Yeah.
just be meaningful.
Yeah.
I would say take risk, keep working, don't stop, and
Hmm.
don't get dejected. If you get rejected, do not take it by too hard, because I used to
Right.
take it too hard, but later on I realized it doesn't matter, because I'll get more, more opportunities. So just leave who's not looking to you, who's what opportunities is not working for you.
Yeah.
Keep working and keep your energy intact and focused, so that whatever you want will come to you.
Yeah.
I just work on these parameters. If
Yeah.
my energy is right, then whatever I want, it is going to come to me.
Right.
So yes, this is my advice.
That's a great advice, and I'm sure
Yes,
a lot of budding entrepreneurs will take that advice. Um.
I wish anyone, at one day, one person advised me that, what do you
Yeah.
want? She asked me, what you want? What is your husband want? What is your family want? Doesn't matter. What do you want?
Right.
And it made me really think, what exactly I want to do.
Right.
Let me put my energy there rather than doing 10 things.
Right.
So that is a great shift for me.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
never
Absolutely.
know when that happened for you or anyone, through
Yeah.
maybe through a single line. Yeah.
So when that shift happened, you had the idea of getting into this domain, and from the idea to implementation, that's quite a bit of a jump.
Yes,
And
every time, every time it is like go to three, four, five steps, then come back to second step.
yeah,
So it will
yeah,
never be one, two, three, four, and straight you'll go to
right,
10.
right,
Or
yeah,
every time there will be certain, and as a woman, I feel that we have more responsibility at home and it drag us back.
yeah,
But no,
absolutely,
but that is not a problem for us.
right,
We have to. I learned how to schedule it. How to, I have this problem, how to sort it out. Okay, I have my daughter at home, how I can manage her time and my time.
hmm,
So not in one day it worked. It will take maybe 10 days, maybe one
right,
month. Maybe you will do work for 1 month, like uh, fully focused, and next month something will happen and you will just fall back to your old pattern. You will not
right,
even sit and concentrate. That
hmm,
happens.
hmm,
But
hmm,
how quick you are coming back.
right.
That is, you have to bounce back
Your
really quick.
recovery
You
rate,
have to realize that yes, I am falling into my old pattern. Now it is enough, I have to go.
yeah,
When you recognize that pattern, the shift, make the shift immediately. That's what can help you.
yeah,
That helped me actually.
right,
It helped me because every time I see a pattern, I just work five, six things. Then in the final stage, again something come up and I get stuck.
right,
So I thought, what can I do which can make me unstuck? I just came up with a podcast also.
hmm,
Get unstuck with Namita.
right,
Okay, so because this happens in everybody's life, and especially women face a lot of these things because we have to take care of family and many things at home.
yeah, yeah,
So bounce back is the only answer. And how
right,
quickly you are doing is the mantra.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
When you got the idea of starting a grooming institute, I'm sure there were a lot of setbacks, from, say, I think starting from non-availability of other competitors, because like you said, it was still picking up during that time. um, how did you make your first service? I mean, like the first client that you had gotten, what kind of a client was it, and how did it seal the deal for you?
Okay, it was like long back,
Yeah.
and yes, and it was a walk-in. It was nothing like a big task for me,
Hmm, hmm,
but yes, making the first one is always special.
yeah, yeah,
So yes, so it was a walk-in, and because we are new in the area, so everybody started approaching, and it started with a great enthusiasm, and like that it just went on for 3+ years, and it was amazing. But again I have to shut it down and start it again. And now what I do is, I saw that is physically I cannot be available for everything.
right,
If I have a institute, then I have to be there around the clock, at least spending my 10-12 hours of time. So what I did is I came up with an online course
hmm,
where I have a website. I am a certified coach. So I came up with a specialized course where people can come, then they can buy the course, and they will learn by themselves because it is all recorded. every aspect of the problem or every question, every answer is recorded.
So
They
it's
can follow it.
self-paced.
Yes, and they can ask me a question if they want. If they are struggling with something, they can reach me at any time through mail or through WhatsApp group, so that I can help them out. So through that, I saved my time, my energy of traveling, expenses. I reduced my expenses because I started working from home.
Yeah.
That gave me a lot more time now.
Yeah. And this was much before COVID hit us, right?
Yes.
So
Uh,
you were already doing a lot of things that people have started doing after, COVID hit us and people
yes,
started.
actually, yes. When
Yeah.
I was looking for a option where I can have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So that time I came across my mentor Siddharth Rajshekhar, who is who is a who has like built a you can say empire of coaches and trainers. How to create a course and you can sell it and make money while you're enjoying your time and your you know I mean, your money. So
Yeah.
I came through the webinar. When I was looking for that, I came through the webinar. I thought, why not to check it? This guy, what exactly he's giving. So when I first attended the 45 minutes, I was ready to buy the course.
Yeah.
I know I need this. So then what happened? And I have done that. I
Yeah.
bought the course, went through it, and then started working immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nothing like I have done it, sold it, and got money. No.
Right.
Once I make everything ready, there will be some or other problem. There is some problem, then I have to
Right.
wait for it. So just like that, but the when the process happened, I just refined myself.
Yeah.
I just love that part, the journey that you go from 0 to 10 or 100 or 1,000, whatever it is. The journey is very, very important, because
Right.
if you are not
Absolutely.
enjoying the journey, you cannot go for longer time. So
Absolutely.
I learned every bit from him, how to create a course, how to make a video, how to make a even from the slideshow or whatever it is, everything, or flow chart, everything, how to produce it so that it will be effective, and what are
Right.
the how to make a create advertisement also.
Mm-hmm.
Initial days I used to create it for myself. I was
Mm-hmm.
no one to do it for digital marketing, because it
Right.
costs money. So I do not want to put that much of money, because
Yes.
I wanted to try how the market is responding, who
Yeah.
are my clients, who will be interested.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So in the starting, while doing that, I have learned many things, many technical things. I used to think I was technically challenged, but I'm not.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I learned it so much, so that it was so beneficial for me. I have
Mm-hmm.
learned so much, refined myself, and now I'm just ready with everything. Whatever you want, I can coach 100 people, one people, because I just got the root of it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That is the kind of confidence I got from this
Correct. Correct.
man, my
That's why they
mentor.
say your base must always be strong.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
yes. Thank you
It.
so much.
I mean, I want to ask you a lot more questions, but I think we'll wrap up for now. But tell us how your journey has been with CIMSME so far.
Yes, it is very exciting. When Praveena told me to join, I thought, I don't know, there's many group I have joined, just like
Yeah.
BNI, and there are many more JSI and all. But there are much more politics. There are a lot of politics. I would say it clearly. I'm being a part of longer time, so I know there
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of politics. But here, it is really about women. Only you wanted to empower them, So though I am not gender biased, I feel like both should get the equality. But
Yeah,
I know what kind of struggle a woman goes through. The man's struggle is
yeah,
less. So yes, here I can see that change. It is absolutely for women, and where one woman is helping other one to, helping other women to riding the ladder. And that's what, when this happens, then the growth, nobody can stop the growth of a
yeah,
country, of
yeah,
a family, or our society. So that is what I am saying, and I love it. It's not like I am being I'm associated, it's maybe close to 2 years
yeah,
now, but I see there is nothing as such apart from the agenda of empowering women. So I
yeah,
love this because I want a lot of women to get into entrepreneurship and have sit on their own driver's seat of their own
yeah,
life,
yeah,
live their life, do not depend on anyone, because when both are earning, both are thriving, both are living a good life, let's say a man or woman, we can build much more conducive society which can help our children to
yeah,
have a greater world.
yeah. That's wonderful. Those are some great
Yes,
words. Very inspirational.
thank you so much.
We have Aparna ma'am here. Aparna ma'am, if you could just join in and say a few words.
And thank you so much for giving the opportunity.
No, thank you for joining us as a guest.